Hey, a little disclaimer from Future Mighty here. I'm really sick at the time of making this video. I would have waited until I recovered, but I really wanted to get this video out the way so I can move on to other videos and projects. So, also I just got a new mic, so let me know how that sounds. And yeah, enjoy the video. The day was October 30th, 2024. I was volunteering at my school when I got a message on my phone. The Hide had received a pretty massive update, biggest update we've had in a long time, and with it, the return of the Disruptors. Now, this didn't surprise me much. I had been talking to one of the devs a few weeks earlier and he mentioned they'd be coming back, but new and improved. What did surprise me, however, was the chaos and outrage that quickly spread from the Hide community. But a few months later, and after some much needed changes, people have slowly started to warm up to these updates. Still, there are a lot of players who've completely dropped the game because of the Disruptors. But it's not all bad. In the past few months, we've received 3 new maps, Autumn, Carnival, and Oil Rig, as well as some fantastic new weapon skins and other quality of life improvements. Alright, now that we covered the basics, let's go through all the new changes, and at the end I'll share some tips and tricks to help you adapt to your playstyle. The first and most significant change is obviously the return of the Disruptors. They're a set of 1 to 3 objectives that the soldiers can capture. Once all objectives are captured, the Hide becomes much easier to see and will slowly start to die over time. Now, the Hide can always uncapture objectives, as long as there's no soldiers in the capture zone. If a soldier and a Hide are both on the same objective, the objective won't capture or uncapture until one of them leaves or dies. It'll stay frozen. It takes 25 seconds for a single soldier to capture an objective, but the time decreases by roughly 4 seconds for each additional soldier. The fastest capture rate happens when 4 soldiers are on a single objective. Any more won't change the speed. With all 4 soldiers, it'll capture in only 14 seconds. Another new addition is the corrosive gas grenade. This replaces the old smoke grenade. The gas grenade deals 5 damage per second, and the damage does stack with additional grenades. So, for example, 2 gas grenades will do 10 damage per second, which is great for pushing players away from the objectives. The gas cloud lasts for 30 seconds before dissipating. Bandages have been reworked. They now heal twice as much health, but in increments instead of instantly. This change makes them much more useful, especially with dealing with those gas grenades, but more on that later. Each bandage now heals 66 health in increments of 22. One of my personal favorite changes, the Hides can now use adrenaline sticks. These provide unlimited stamina for 7 seconds. However, there's a bug at the time of this recording. After the effects wear off, the Hide can no longer sprint and is forced to walk everywhere, which can be a pretty big issue, so hopefully it's fixed soon. Okay, well, we got all that out the way. Now let's move on to some tips and tricks to help you adapt your playstyle to all these new changes. On smaller maps like OG containers, objectives get captured very quickly, especially when they're close together. Make sure to keep at least one objective uncaptured, and save your gas grenades for moments when you're in a pinch. Smoke the next objective and run to disable any unguarded ones. Using 2 grenades on a single point is much more effective than just 1, so try to save them for those situations. Spawn rushing is tricky to master, but can increase your chances of winning significantly. Santorini is one of the best maps for spawn rushing because it has long staircases that help, line up the soldiers. Try to rush through enemies while stabbing to lower their health early on. This forces them to use their meds and can even cause accidental team kills. Always loot the dead bodies of soldiers. After you kill someone, grab any useful items they might have, like adrenaline, bandages, flashbangs, or trip mines. Now personally, I don't grab trip mines as often, but you can grab those too if you want. Just make sure you're not doing it in front of like a whole group of soldiers, or else you will die. Alright, let's look at some tips for soldiers. If you kill a hide and they drop any gas grenades, make sure you grab them. You can use those to cover other objectives that you've already captured. This way the hide can't uncapture them until the smoke wears off. It's a mistake to have too many soldiers on a single objective. You should generally aim to have no more than 3 soldiers per objective. Spread out, capture multiple at once, and don't let any points go unguarded. A large group moving together is slow, so split into smaller teams. And once an objective is captured, leave 1 soldier behind to guard it while the others move on. If one of the objectives is blocked by a gas grenade but it's almost captured, using a bandage can help you stay in the gas longer without dying. Only do this if absolutely necessary, as it does waste a bandage. And that's it. Hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new updates. It seems like the majority of people do not like them, but I've seen people start to warm up to them a little bit, so let me know if you're one of those people. And yeah, have a good day.